Hey guys, so today we're going to do my 2017 roundup of the items I found. I know it's a little late, it's March 2nd, but let me show you what I found. After watching other people's 2017 roundup, I feel really bad about myself because I really didn't find that many coins. But here they are. These are the quarters, and I have $9.50 in quarters. The dimes back here, I have $3.80 in dimes, and some of these dimes, nothing that I found in here is very old. There's no silver. I was a year off on some of the dimes on silver, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, right? But I did find this one dime here that I don't know what it was used for, but it's been worn on this side, and it's got like the hot glue on the other side, which is odd. It looks like somebody ground it down. Maybe, I don't know. I've used these before to make electrical contacts in some of my electronic work that I've done. And actually, it was a penny that did that. So I don't know what's up with that, but it is what it is. Okay, so next is the nickels, and I have $1.15 of nickels. And then the pennies, I didn't stack the pennies because I'm lazy and it'd be a really, really tall column. But in the bag there is $1, and right here is 29 cents. And so all that together comes out to $15.74. Like I said, I'm not too awful impressed with that, but so these are going to go in my general fund, in my coin jar, and they will be used accordingly and as needed. So let me clear this off, and I'll show you the other cool stuff I found. Okay, so next we'll go with the pottery and bottle shards. There was another piece I had in here, and I don't know what happened to it. It was in my display case, and it disappeared, and it's probably buried in the backyard because one of the kids took it out. I don't know. But this is just the bottom to some sort of pot. I want to say like a chamber pot made by KT&K China. In the site that this was found, there is still a ton of stuff, and I have not put my detector to the ground because of, we'll just say, property trespassing issues. I need to talk to some people before I go up there and detect, and if I do, I think it's going to be a windfall of awesomeness, because I think there's going to be a lot of stuff in the ground. And then I found this. This is a beautiful ornate piece. A little coffee cup, I'm assuming this was. Another little teacup, coffee cup. The handle. And some sort of bottle. I can't make out. It looks like it says SD on the bottom there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, right, kind of right. Let's see, right there. I don't know what that would be used for, but it's old. Here's another piece of, looks like maybe a plate. And then this old bottle here. No idea what that is. And then the cool one, I think, is this piece. I'm assuming this is to a wine glass. I don't know what year this would be. Maybe the 60s or 70s. But I believe that that's gold put on here. Let's see if I can get it in the right light and you can see it shine. Obviously, there's not a whole lot of gold on here. There you can kind of see it. Some of it's dull. And I can't remember if my detector picked this up or not. It might have been in the hole because there's a dump site that I detect, and I might have just kicked it out of the hole. I don't remember. But I saved it just because I think it's pretty cool. So that's that. I did have another piece of pottery that was similar to this that actually said Southern Pacific Railroad on it. And I was kind of stunned at that because I actually found it along an old railroad that the Chinese moved and built in another location. And it was sitting in the edge of a cliff, and I had to climb down and almost broke my neck. But I thought that was interesting because I did not know that Southern Pacific made pottery. And I looked it up, and they did. I forget the dates that they made it, but that was a pretty historical find because it was from back in the, I want to say the 30s, that I believe that piece of pottery is made. And I don't know where it went. Anyways, alright, let me show you the other stuff I found. Okay, so in my little drawer here, my jewelry box drawer here where I keep my finds in a display case, I just have a handful of things. I don't keep everything I find unless it's pretty old, interesting, or valuable. Because I just don't have the desire to store a bunch of stuff. I know some guys store everything. I do not. But we'll start off with these 3 marbles. I don't even know how old these are, but these were surface finds. We had a flood last year, and these were just sitting in the area that flooded. So I thought those were very cool. I found this little ring, some kid's ring, and it says IXVIMMXIV. And I found this, I think this is a ring. It fits on my finger nicely, I could get it on there. And it's smooth on the edges, no markings on it. I'm calling it a ring. And then here's, this is just a little Chuck E. Cheese token. Probably not that old, but it looks like it's been in the ground a little while. And then this is a nickel that looks like somebody put on the railroad tracks and it got smashed. I think this was probably put on the railroad tracks by some kids. I thought that was pretty interesting, so I kept it. Here's another one I found in the same area. And this is actually a dime. You can see it's got the ridges on it. And then here is a, what year is this thing? I can't read the date, but it's a wheat penny. It's got some damage on it, as you can see, but it's a little weedy. So I like that one. And then I found this little, this is just some little kids, looks like a little pendant. And then I have, this is actually one of my more favorite finds. This is, and I have a video of me finding this. It's the first video on my channel. But it's a Indian head penny, 1887. It's extremely worn, and it's really hard to see the date. But I found that in an old historical site in my area, which I will be going back to. So some miner lost that, which is awesome. And so the last remaining items here are from other years, not last year, years before that. And I'll just show you because they're pretty cool. There's this little Irish Lucky Charm. It's for a necklace, and it's actually silver. It's got a wishbone, 4-leaf clover, and a horseshoe, which was cool. There's this steer skull, it's just pot metal. It's not silver or anything, just a necklace. It's not worth anything. And then I'll show you. And then there's this tin I found that had some pills in it. It had been buried. Somebody obviously dropped it when they're out doing whatever. And it had some pills in it that didn't have markings on it. I believe it was some, and they were very, they'd been in there a while, and they had absorbed moisture, because just in the process of me prying this tin open, they kind of crumbled apart into a dust. One of the pills was blue. There are little packets in there, blue and pink. And the blue pills, there's one that didn't get crushed, and I believe it was ecstasy. And then the pink pills, I believe, were heart pills. So anyone that knows that, so ecstasy can make your heart race and go crazy. So you take a heart pill to bring your heart rate down. But yeah, I got rid of those pills because I don't want that stuff around. But I kept the tin, and it was very rusted together. And then the coolest, the oldest find that I have so far is this Chinese coin. I found this in an area that I go mining, where I go metal detecting and sluicing, and it's from the Qing Dynasty, I believe. I don't know if it's going to show. It's very worn. See if you can see the markings on there, which I think is flippin' awesome. I was metal detecting around somebody's tailing piles for their little stream sluice, and I got that signal, so I dug thinking maybe it was a piece of gold. You can kind of see the characters on there, and I was thinking it was gold, so I dug on it, and I found it, and I almost skipped it across the river thinking it was a washer. And I got looking at it, and I saw the square hole, and then I got looking closer at it, and sure enough, it was a Chinese coin. So this is definitely the oldest find I've found thus far, and I think one of the coolest ones. But between all these finds, the Indian head and the Chinese coins are definitely my favorite. More so than the gold ring. And this is this gold ring is Black Hills gold, and it's worth about, I got looked at, and it was just scrap value. You know, you go to these jewelry shops, or these coin shops, they just give you scrap value for your gold. So I didn't sell it, but I think at the time when I found it was worth 35 bucks or something. It's not a whole, I forget how much gold was in it, but it is 10K. So anyways, there are my finds for 2017 and a couple from before. So alright, leave a comment, let me know what you think is the coolest thing I have found here. So people have asked me when part 2 of One Horse Town's coming out. I've been working on it. I've been out there 7, maybe 8 times to different locations at that site, and I haven't found anything but bullets and casings, cans, just the junk. I did find, a couple weeks ago I was out there, I did find something, the surface find that was cool, that basically told me about the site, and I will put that in a video. But other than that, I just haven't really found much out there, so I haven't done a part 2 on it yet. But hopefully soon I will have that out. Other than that, I will have more videos out soon. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, which is my coolest find. Alright, take care everybody.